I called it the Cooligan, just because I felt like, this project for me it was like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the last scene in the movie before the big payback. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about the word hooligan, you know what I'm saying? I actually looked the word up, and the word is like an unruly person. You know what I'm saying? Like an unruly young person. So I took that word hooligan and I flipped it. You know what I'm saying? With the Cooligan. But also, we made shit cool again, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like we needed to coin that phrase, you know what I'm saying? Like we need to stamp that era in the history books, you know what I'm saying? Cause I've been on that cool club shit for a minute, and I feel like the wave is coming around where people starting to get back into that southern sound and music, you know what I'm saying? With that feel to it, you know what I mean? Like I've been making. So, this was a way for me to really just coin the phrase before it became super popular and folk didn't really know who did that. Man, the artwork really was like a good directional piece for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we shot it was last minute, but I always feel like, like God direct my steps, you know what I'm saying? So we was chilling, I got a call from this chick named Ennis. She was in town, she wanted to do a photo shoot. So we did it, and it was just really about, me just really showing the hustle and the grind. Like I said, like it was like a movie for me, but it was a movie about my real life. And I felt like that cover really just said a lot, you know what I'm saying, from it being in the trunk, you know what I mean, to me having my blunt ready, you know what I'm saying, to having the chick there, you know what I'm saying, counting the dollar bills, her eyes being crossed out, like it was all symbolic of, you know what I'm saying, like the hustle, the grind, like the scene right before the big payback. Man, I feel like, again, like when it comes to doing EPs, like I feel like I was one of the first ones to start doing EPs in the city, you know what I'm saying, that I know of. I did a EP with Cyhi, probably like late 2013, early 2014, something like that. And I did an EP with them, and then after that, I just seen EPs like crazy, you know what I'm saying? And so everybody went EP crazy now, so I felt like I'm always, doing something different. Like, okay, everybody want to do EPs now, I'm gonna give y'all the full serving, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to give people the full serving, but also make it so it was nothing but fire, you know what I'm saying? I feel like folks dumbing the mixtape down to the EPs so they can give you nothing but solid, good tracks. So I want to give you a full album. Here it is, you know what I'm saying? 16 tracks on the mixtape, 18 on the album, nothing but fire the whole time, you know what I'm saying? So that was really my whole strategy, man. I'm just always trying to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. It was a lot of us that really kind of came together, you know what I mean, to do it. I had to say Mike Mars had a big part in planning that. Me and DJ Mike Mars sat down and really went through them. Excuse me. DJ Scream had a lot, you know what I'm saying, to do with that. Me and Scream sat in the truck, and I'm letting Scream listen to it, and he like, man, you need an intro. You know what I mean? I already kind of knew that, but Scream gave me like some key advice, like, man, just keep recording. You know what I'm saying? To the end, he was like, some of the best albums came like from people working towards the last days, you know what I'm saying, of what they were doing. So I kept going, and really like the last week, man, I ended up getting Cyhi on the project. I ended up adding Currency on the project. And I think I put like a new song on there too, you know what I'm saying? But a lot happened in the last week, you know what I mean, leading up to the tape. Yeah, that definitely is a flow to the tape. If you listen to it, it starts out with the intro, and the intro, it ends in a skit. In that skit, you have like the chick talking to me, you know what I'm saying, pretty much like, shit, we finna be fucking rich, you know. And as the tape, if you notice the first half of the tape, a lot of the songs kind of like, give you an example of that. It's nothing but high energy, we balling, everything going good. And then as it gets like to the middle, then shit start to fuck up, you know what I'm saying? You got 3 steps forward, then, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a story about a situation I went through, you know what I'm saying, during the time where I had some illegal, you know what I'm saying, stuff going on. And it go from that to Oh Lord, to money problems. And then you can hear her again saying, well, shit, I'm finna, I'm thinking about leaving. By the end of the tape, she leave. So it's a definite story, man, from beginning to end. You get a chance to see really like stuff that I just been going through, over the last, 9 months, to a year. I got to highlight Bust It Open, starting out. Bust It Open was a song that it was produced by Black Elvis. A lot of people don't know Black Elvis produced Ego by Beyonce. He produced like a lot of other big records for like K. Michelle and a lot of other R&B artists too. So Barry, linked me up with Black Elvis. Barry on my management team. And we got in the studio, man. Black Elvis played me like 10 beats. It's rap beats. And I was like, man, that's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And he was like, well, shit, man, I got them R&B beats. I'm like, yeah, play them, Cause nowadays, everybody like, the R&B and the rap is really just all the same, A lot of it sound the same. And rappers can rap on the R&B, track and flip it if they know how. So he played like 2 R&B tracks. The second one he played was Bust It Open. And I'm like, well, hold on, let me fuck with that a little bit. I help, like arrange the track. Like, let's take the B section out. Let's flip it like this, Boom, boom, boom. Went in there, man, it took me about 45 minutes, to write the whole shit. Took me a little smoke break, came back, knocked it out, Like a lot of folks know that me singing, don't know that me singing on the hook too. And we knocked that shit out, man. We was in the studio just going crazy, like this a hit, But every rapper think, they make hits, So we fought with it a little bit, and then I sent it to TJ, who one of my managers as well. And they was in LA, him and B.o.B. They listened to the record, they told me like 10 times. And B.o.B. called me, I was in a meet and greet with my boy Mike Smallz. And he was like, hey man, this record crazy. I got to jump on this shit. So I'm like, shit, say no more, Like, I'll open up a verse for you. So we opened up the verse, and then, the rest history, Bust It Open been out 3 weeks. It's already, in rotation on the radio here in Atlanta. And in the clubs and a few other cities, like outside of Atlanta. So, that's something I'm real proud of, man, just be able to drop a record in 3 weeks as an independent, that motherfucker on the radio. So, so that's Bust It Open. Another standout track on the project, I got to say, Speed Up. Speed Up crazy, like, Speed Up was produced by Black Metaphor. And Black Metaphor, he a beast with it. I don't know all his credits and everything, but I know he done did some crazy shit. And we did that record, Like, that's a record that's really been catching a lot of fire in the clubs. We just had a party weekend at the mansion, and we played that motherfucking shit, was going crazy. But it Speed Up crazy, let me think. Concentrate, nigga, concentrate. Concentrate got Cyhi the Prynce on that motherfucker. And that was like, like at a certain point when I was working on this project, I made Concentrate and Oh Lord during the same time. And like, this was like during a period, man, where I was just going through a lot, like personally, like just trying to, encourage, like sometimes I'll make records to inspire myself, And I feel like if I can inspire myself, I can inspire others, But Concentrate, man, was just a powerful track. It's just the name of the song, like, it's Nigga Concentrate. And it's just really about me just telling myself, like, through everything going on, to stay focused, on this one thing that you started, Like, just making sure you accomplish what you need to do in this music. Make sure your family's straight. Make sure, you get this money. And we did that track. That track, that was produced by, that wasn't M16. That was M16. Yeah, produced by M16. And man, I had that track for a minute, and it was the last week I'm sitting in the studio texting people trying to tell them about my listening party. And I hit Cyhi, like, what's up, bro? You in town? He always moving. He in Japan or wherever the hell he at with Kanye, And he was like, I'm in the A. I'm like, shit, bro, I'm in the studio right now, pull up. He pulled up. And the beginning of the track got Kanye West on the sample. Like him just doing like a little talking piece. And Cyhi heard it, man, you know what I mean, and he killed it. You know what I mean? He had one of the best verses on the whole shit, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. But he killed it, man. He did his thing, and I felt like, you know, when we did it, I told Cyhi, like, man, like, bro, this gonna be good for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, people may not see it right now, but I feel like we the new breed, you know what I'm saying? Not just me and Cyhi, but just period, like, what's breaking, what's entering right now. It's time for some new cats, you know what I mean, to come in that really can hold weight and really be leaders in the game. And that ain't to take nothing away, you know what I'm saying, from the cats that been doing this shit. But like anything else still got to evolve, you know what I mean? Shit, like people got to step up. It got to be new leaders. And I feel like that was a track that kind of said to the world and to Atlanta, like, these are new leaders, you know what I mean? These are people that are going to step up and really take this shit to another level, you know what I'm saying, for the A. Let me think. Standout track. 3 Step Forward. 3 Step Forward is a lot of people's favorite track. To be honest, I really wasn't even gonna put 3 Step Forward on the CD. DJ Burn One was the one, you know, me and Burn One, you know, anytime I do anything, I get with Burn One. From Summer Dream, Jiffy Cornbread Experience, Faith, goddamn Spaghetti Junction. I always make sure I got Burn One in the mix because I started out with Burn One. And like one thing I noticed is that a lot of artists separate themselves from those that help them along the way and help them get their success, you know what I mean, from the beginning. So I make it a point, you know what I mean, to get with Burn One every time. Burn One did the intro, Burn One did one of the tracks on there called Out of My Mind. But I make it my point, man, to stay with Burn One because I see a lot of people fall because they don't stick to their roots, you know what I'm saying? So me and Burn One got together, and it was him that really gave me the direction, like, hey, bro, you need to put that 3 Step Forward on there. It's a story, you know what I mean? It's a story about something that I went through earlier this year when I had a little run-in with the police. A lot of people don't know that shit a true story, you know what I mean? But Shaw J is on the track, she's singing. Kissy Lee doing background, shout out to Kissy Lee, she part of the Cool Club. But the track, man, it's a powerful track, you know what I'm saying, about taking 3 steps forward and 4 steps back, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's a lot of people's favorite song on the whole joint. It's got the soundtrack behind it where you could really see the visual when you listening to it, you know what I mean, like as if you were listening to a movie, you know what I mean, you could hear what I'm saying and you could hear the sounds, the effects playing in the background, so that's definitely a standout track. Other than that, let me think. What's one real running through my mind? Nah. I say something about running through my mind. Running Through My Mind is like one of the latest favorite tracks, you know. So like what I did with this particular mixtape album, whatever you want to call it, was instead of me working on the mixtape or working on the album, when I got off tour with Jaron Benton, I was just like, man, I'm not doing no mixtape shit. I feel like everybody, like, it's a cliche thing where when somebody asks you what you working on, you want to say, oh, I'm working on my next mixtape. You know what I mean? I got so tired of that shit. I was just like, man, I'm not working on nothing. People ask me like, man, what you working on, man? I'm just trying to get better as an artist. And I had to keep explaining myself, you know what I mean, to people like, why, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like while everybody doing one thing, I'm trying to do something different. And so it was really like one of the best things that happened for me, you know what I'm saying? Like every day I'm just in the studio working on one song, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes maybe 2, and just perfecting that song for that day, you know what I'm saying? If it was, I'm gonna write, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna come back and write, you know what I mean? Like before when I used to make tracks, I used to put myself under pressure to see how many songs I could make in a day, you know? But this way it was like, let me just see how good I can get as an artist, you know what I mean? I feel like people was gonna grade my paper differently, you know what I mean? Cause I'm with no genre or cause I'm with B.o.B. And I just wanted to make sure this shit was A1, you know what I'm saying? So some of the tracks I experimented, you know what I mean, and Running Through My Mind was one of the ones I experimented where I'm just on that bitch just singing for real, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna even flex, like I'm not no singer for real like that, you know what I mean? But I felt it, you know what I'm saying, and I had the, you know what I mean, the lyrics, you know what I mean, I had the melody, and I sung that shit, and folks fucking with it, you know what I mean? I let Ball check it out, I let TJ check it out, I let my team check it out. everybody like, man, that shit jamming. You know what I mean? Like, Bob, like, you need to do more shit like that. So that was one of the standout tracks. And another one that I sung on like that too was Never Switch Up. Never Switch Up is probably one of my favorite songs on the CD right now. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what kind of mood I am in, you know what I'm saying, that day or whenever I'm getting in the car. But Never Switch Up is just like the truest song to me because it's just talking about me and my folks, you know what I'm saying? And like our mission, just never switch up, you know what I'm saying? I always keep it true. I always keep it the same. Like I always be 1,000, I always be honest with each other, you know what I'm saying? And the journey that we all been through, you know what I'm saying, on this road to success. So that's Never Switch Up. And probably the last one, man, I'm gonna say something about is Fantasies. And Fantasies is it's a record featuring World and B.o.B. It's produced by my boy Mike Best, you know what I'm saying, AKA Fearless. This was an interesting record because he sent me the track, I want to say in like March. I saw it, but I knew him, you know what I'm saying? Like we cool, and I just always didn't know him as a producer. So I seen the track, I ain't listened to it, you know what I'm saying, for real. Come back a month later, he sent me the track again. I'm like, okay. I listened to it a little bit, but then, you know, I just put it to the side. He sent me the track again the next month. So finally, I downloaded the track. I'm in the studio maybe like 3-4 weeks later after that. I'm in the studio chilling, working, going through little beats. And everybody like, hold on, bro, what's that? I'm like, oh, that's a little track my boy, you know, Fearless had made. And everybody was like, man, hold on, bro, you need to do something with that. So shit, we start the music. I was like, man, hold on. I really went in a good mood, you know what I'm saying? So start the music, like we're gonna go to the strip club for a minute. Strip club right by the studio. So we went to the strip club for a minute, man. Catch a little vibe, had a drink, came back. 30 minutes later, you know what I'm saying? Boom, wrote that shit. And I sent it to Bar. Again, this was another record. I was like, man, it's a hit. I sent it to Bar, and I thought he had listened to the motherfucker. He never listened to it. 2-3 weeks later, we in the studio. I'm like, hey, bro, you ever check out that Fantasy record I sent you? And he was like, nah, man, play it. So I played that shit. He was like, boy, that's crazy. You know, he started calling like, you know, the management and all that shit. He was like, man, come to the crib tonight. We're gonna knock this shit out tonight. And we did. We laid it down the same night. And I feel like that's gonna be a big record, you know what I'm saying, on the project. Like, that might even be some overseas type, you know what I'm saying, shit that gonna happen, so. A lot of people don't know that the girl that's on the cover is the same girl that's on the skits. And I did it on purpose, man. Again, you know, for me as an artist, I feel like my path just been different. You know, like in Atlanta, you had a lot of cats that come into the game and just had breakout singles. You know what I'm saying? Some of them is their first song, some of them is their first couple songs. And for me, my path just been different. You know what I'm saying? I had to put out quality projects for a while without no radio play, without no singles, without no hits, just quality projects. So I kind of got in the habit of giving folks the best shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not comparing myself with Atlanta artists. I'm comparing myself with the music industry. So when I look at what's going on, like the Kendrick Lamars, the J. Coles, the Games, Jay-Z, Kanye West, these are people that I'm putting my project next to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's packaged like this. It got this kind of feel, you know what I'm saying? This the theme. So when I did my shit all the way around, I wanted to make sure that it was a well-packaged story. So you could look at the cover and you could hear the same girl that's on the cover on the CD. And it really allow you to connect with the music more, you know what I'm saying? We're like, damn, like I said, a lot of folks don't know that, you know what I mean? But when you do find out, it just make you connect with everything much more, and it show you like, man, he really went the extra mile to give folks quality, you know?